On the news tonight, Anambra Commissioner Onyenji calls for restoration of history in school curricula. Lawmaker Okoye kicks off free dental treatment for his constituents. On national matters, 2023 election, INEC to apply electoral laws without partiality. And on the foreign scene, Spain bars air conditioning from dropping below 27 degrees centigrade amid energy crisis. Before the news in details, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has called for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I am Chinyere Ikioreke. The Anambra State Commissioner for Culture, Tourism and Entertainment, Mr. Don Onyenji, has called for history to be restored into school curricula to improve retention of Igbo historical events and practices. The Commissioner stated this while receiving the executive of Ohaneze Ndigbo, Anambra State chapter led by the President, Chief Chukwuemeka Udeme, on a courtesy visit to his office at Jerome Udoji State Secretariat, Oka. Onyinye Agubeze has details.
The commissioner emphasized the importance of children learning about the customs and traditions of Ndigbo in order to prevent cultural extinction. While assuring the union of the ministry's support, Commissioner Onyenji emphasized the importance of more Igbo celebrations in promoting Igbo culture and harmonizing the indigenous people.
Anyị emekọrịta n'inyere onwe anyị aka ijikọta onwe anyị efu na anyị akara anyị mma n'ọnọdụ anyị na Naịjirịa. Ahọrọkwa anyị ka ndị na-emekọrịta kpatara iji nwee ekwumasị onye agha na nwanne ya. Ọrụ ndị Igbo na-ekwu na-ekwusie ike. Ihe anyị na-ekwuzi bụ ka esi wee na-eme ka ya bụ onye agha na nwanne na-abawanye ọgwụtọrọ.
Earlier, the union's president, Chief Udodeme, thanked the commissioner for the warm reception and stated that the visit was to inform him of the upcoming World Igbo Day, which is celebrated annually on September 30. The president stated that the day is set aside to remember the Igbos who died as a result of the civil war and other unlawful killings. Chief Udodeme said that this year, rather than the usual joint celebration by the eastern states, each state would mark it individually, and revealed that this year's event would not only commemorate the dead but also recognize and encourage those alive who have benefited the Igbo race.
This year, this year, you the state aka you Nigeria aka mo de di chiche west na nara na iga eluta gba mume ka ile pepele ndị nwa aya na pepele ndị pepele.
In Oka, I am Onyinye Agubeze reporting for ABS News.
The member representing Oka South 2 constituency in Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Chukwuma Okoye, has commenced free dental checkup and treatment for members of his constituents living with toothache to meet their health needs. The free dental outreach, which kick off at St. Matthew Catholic Parish, Amobia, is the first of its kind in the history of the constituency. House of Assembly correspondent Chukwuemeka Modlemu completes the story.
The free dental checkup and treatment with the team Building a Good Oral Health saw a medical team engaged by the lawmaker operate on hundreds of Amobia indigents living with toothache. The team gave those with minor cases dental procedures that will benefit their oral health and extracted the tooth of those with major cases. Speaking to journalists, the leader of the team, Dr. Ifechukwu Nwokolo, who stressed the need for people to always go for dental checkup at approved healthcare facilities, revealed that the beneficiaries were also given oral health instruction and drugs they need to enjoy oral health.
Honorable called us for this dental outreach so that we will do it for Amobia people and also the constituency that is represented. This is a free dental outreach. We are not collecting money because he has already sponsored for everything, and we sincerely and thank Honorable for his kind gesture for his people.
Addressing the beneficiaries, Honorable Okoye explained that the gesture was designed to give adequate healthcare services to his constituents and reduce high incidence of toothache among them. The legislator further said that the free dental outreach would go round the communities comprising Awka South 2 constituency, including Amobia, Nise, Nibo, Mbuku, Isiago, Ezinato, and Umuawolo.
My reasons is at this. There's a friend of mine that's a dental called me that so many of my people are coming to the hospital complaining for teeth paining them, one thing or the other, about contracting toothache. That I should pick it up and organize a free medical outreach for them. That most people are suffering of this toothache because we believe on malaria, typhoid. It's hardly you see patients going for hospital to take care of his teeth. And I said, okay, no problem. I have interaction with them, but they are experts as well. And they come to a political conclusion they are going to stay for 6 days.
In their remarks, some of the beneficiaries, Mr. Paul Onwara and Mrs. Chiamaka Mobu, expressed gratitude to Honorable Okoye for coming to their aid.
Also, now, after the treatment today, on the release, obviously that almost many things others major have never got over leg here, finance, everything. The night community I will know this. Because 7 community I will know this. All of them.
In Awka, Chukwuemeka Modelim, ABS News.
The Archbishop Ecclesiastical Province of the Niger, Most Reverend Alexander Bezimu, has encouraged journalists in Anambra to uphold professionalism in the discharge of their duties. Archbishop Bezimu, who is also the Bishop of Awka Diocese, gave the encouragement while receiving executive members of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Anambra State Council, who paid him a courtesy call at the Amios House, Awka. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata reports.
The prelate urged journalists to be fair in their reportage to avoid causing disaffection and serve as watchdog of the society. He described the work of the media as equilibrium, noting that journalists are at the front line of issues and dangerous places in order to field the society with activities of the day. He thanked the state NUJ chairman, Dr. Odogwu Emeka Odogwu, for his leadership style he brought in the State Council, while stating that the diocese is open to constructive criticism from journalists and called on them to portray the church's image in good light.
It is high time that through your correctional journalism, there will be a total emancipation so that Nigeria will be a place where justice and the peace will reign. And so if you can help us to market that, that is part of our message to the entire nation, especially in a time like this. We are here and we feel the impact. For example, now today is a sit at home. You go to major cities in Igbo land, you find out that there is no business going on. It's because the people are not happy. It is so Nigeria should take note that this unhappiness should not be allowed to continue.
Earlier, Dr. Odogwu said the visit was to commend the Archbishop for his remarkable achievements in the Diocese of Awka and Province of the Niger. He commended the prelate for championing the cause of ecumenism in Anambra State and commended his efforts in moving Anglican Communion forward. Dr. Odogwu outlined some achievements of the prelate, which includes scholarship awards, which will provide succor to the needy, job creations, and infrastructural development, among others in the diocese.
We deemed it fit to explain to you because we are your subjects, and by His grace, I am your director of media in the diocese and the province, the religious groups, and I'm leading over 1,000 journalists in Anambra State. I said, Your Grace, I'll come today to thank you for finding me worthy by appointing me to be your director. Your Grace, we want to say that you are #1 ecumenical church leader in Anambra State.
Emmanuel Shibata for ABS News.
Reign of Favor Deliverance Church International in Idemili North Local Government Area, Anambra State, came alive in colors and sounds as youths of the church came together to mark the end of its 2022 Youth Week celebration at the church, also known as Reigners. The event, which was a one-week program, lasted from 25th to 31st July 2022 at the church premises. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata for the report taken from here.
The celebration, which had the majority of its attendees as youths, provided an avenue for enlightenment and reorientation of their skills and knowledge. Some of the programs presented by the youths to enhance the occasion were discussion on the issues of tithe payments among Christians, cultural dance, and sonorous rendition accompanied with the church musical band, which captured moods of the day. In his word of exhortation, the General Overseer of the church, Prophet Happiness Emmanuel, urged the youth to focus and wait on the Lord and not to be over-desperate on the pursuit of mundane materials or soil their hands due to get-quick-rich syndrome. The prophet, who employed youth to put God first before any other thing, by abstaining from sin, urged Nigerians to be wiser during the forthcoming general election and to vote for their conscience instead of money.
My advice to the youth is that they should exercise patience and wait on the Lord. Our waiting time is not a wasting time. Your youthful age determines whom you are and what you are going to be. Most of the time, what we see or what we hear corrupt our destiny. Destiny is not meant to be truncated by the wicked. The will of God is that we will expand from one dimension to another. But because of what we had, over desperate, we should be desperate of whom we are, but over desperate is bad. That's why the youth are busy soiling their hands, putting their hands on something that will condemn their future, killing their generation.
The wife of the General Overseer, Mrs. Ijoma Emmanuel, said the youth program was necessary to make the youth stand firm in God, praying for more open doors and celebration in the youth's life.
Chineke nke eluigwe wụ ya eji aka ya wee jigide ha and they will ha ga-eto n'egwu Chineke mekwana ihe Chineke kpọrọ ha ka ha bịa n'ụwa bịa mee.
The youth leader of the church, Mr. Sunday Obala, and the youth patron, Mr. Charles Nnemezie, said the Youth Week program played significant impact toward the physical and spiritual well-being of the youth, expressing optimism that there will be lots of testimonies. They appeal to the youth to abide with God all the time for them to achieve their purpose on earth.
Na onye ọbụla ji Chineke hibe ise n'ihere anaghị eme ya. Akwụkwọ nsọ kwuru n'akwụkwọ Psalm 25:3 na onye ọbụla nke tụkwasara Chineke obi n'ihere anaghị eme ya. Akwụkwọ nsọ kwuru na mmalite okorobịa ịtụ egwu Chineke ka ha na-atụ Chineke egwu, ka ha were Chineke hibe isi, dị na-asọpụrụ Chineke na-edobe iwu ya. Ife ndị ọzọ ga-abụjara na ndụ ha.
On his part, the African Democratic Congress candidate for Anocha, Dunukofia, and Njikoka Federal Constituency, Sir Onyebuchi Obala, who felicitated with the church youths, affirmed his stand on providing unbiased representations to his constituents and bringing governance closer to them. Praises, testimonies, deliverance, thanksgiving, and prayers capped the event.
A visually impaired man, Mr. Chinedu Ofokansi, aged 32, is appealing to well-meaning members of the public, corporate organization, non-governmental organization, and government of Anambra State to give him financial support. Mr. Ofokansi from Achala Oka North Council area said he became fatherless and blind at 5 months of age. Speaking with ABS Queen Anebogo, Mr. Ofokansi revealed that he attended Oji River Special School for the Blind, where he learned how to produce liquid soap, air freshener, Isa, Dettol, among others, but lacked the capital to commence the business. The visually impaired man, whose passion is to become self-reliant, appealed to good-spirited individuals to assist him in raising funds for the business so that from the proceeds he can cater for himself and equally his visually impaired wife. While asking or saying that he has no helper anywhere, Mr. Fokansi appreciated in advance all that will grant him his request, praying to God to bless them immensely. His account details are as follows. Account name, Chinedu Fokansi. Account number 3121127960. And the bank is First Bank of Nigeria Limited. Still to come, 2023 election, INEC to apply electoral laws without partiality. Spain bans air conditioning from dropping below 27 degrees centigrade amid energy crisis. Here is a special message. India Anambra cannot allow criminal elements to hold the state and the people to ransom. Donate generously to the Anambra State Security Trust Fund, which has been set up to raise money for combating insecurity in the state. We're back.
So you gotta have a smile, no matter what it takes. Gotta take your bliss now. I love the way it tastes. Feel the pure bliss burst from the toes to your face. Gotta take your bliss now. Feel the bliss today.
Light up your day anywhere, even at home, with the rich, creamy taste of pure bliss.
Traveling? You deserve the absolute best. Enjoy maximum comfort in our new buses with more legroom, reclinable seats, onboard entertainment, and much more. Pick your preferred seat. Choose your preferred schedule. Travel on your terms. Ready for a premium ride driven by the best captains out there? Book now.
Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, you're watching ABS Television Evening News. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, will scrupulously apply laws, particularly the Electoral Law or Act 2022 without fear or favor to ensure free, fair, credible, inclusive and transparent election in 2023. The INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, made this known in Abuja at the 4th Memorial Lecture in honor of late Director General of the Electoral Institute, TEI, Professor Abubakar Momo, who died on May 29, 2017. Mr. Yakubu was represented by Professor Abdullahi Zuru, National Commissioner and Chairman, Board of Electoral Institute. Yakubu assured Nigerians that INEC has no preferred party or candidate, but shall only ensure that all valid votes count and the winners are decided solely by the voters. Igbariamu youths, led by their town union's executive, have sealed off a reservoir rice factory owned by one of the famous or foremost rice-producing firm in the state. The youths were demonstrating against what they call the company's continued neglect of its host community. Correspondent Amaka Chubugoso Okoye completes the story.
The protest, which lasted for hours in front of the factory, prevented workers from accessing the facility. They displayed placards with inscriptions, "Give us our right," "Enough is enough," "Stop work as you did not see us before coming to our land," among others. The facility, which opened 4 years ago, is located within the Strategic Grain Reserve Facility of the National Food Reserve Agency, Federal Ministry of Agricultural Development. Addressing newsmen, the Vice President General, Igbariam Progress Union, Mr. Onyenwife Nwebube, said since the current executive assumed office in the community, they have written severally to the company to have a meeting for peaceful resolution of unresolved issues, but were ignored by the management of the company. Mr. Nwebube explained that they have a good relationship with other businesses operating in the community and advised the Kosharis Group to reach out to the leadership of Igbariam, as according to them, such aloofness prompted the youths of the community to resort to protest.
The reason, all peaceful protest I actually maybe rock out, line. If you were I do a daily file for. The process of the Kundali in there. Then I have a friend who go meet Machaya, but young Kaina. I want my brother made in response to their demand. I don't know.
On his part, the Secretary General of the community, Mr. Chukwuemeka Nwolisa, noted that they were sent by the highest ruling council of the community to show their grievances, saying that after a meeting they had with the company early in the year, the management has refused to implement agreements they had with them. A member of Igbariam Progress Union, Mr. Hilary Ilebunem, disclosed that their idea was to have a written agreement of what they stand to benefit as the host community and to show evidence of the company's arrival in the facility, as there is no documented evidence with the community to show that.
And I haven't extended a hand of operation for them by coming to this place for good time. Never respond. I said that I bet today. Let them come out. They are peaceful. I am about Bankata. And why they are here, what they are doing, what is the benefit on the time and what I'm going to sign here as a document. That's just that. We are not here to make any trouble, not here to stop them. But for them to hear us out and use our demands, let us listen together as community, as friends, as brothers.
ABS made several attempts to speak to the human resources manager of the company, Mr. Amos Aneke, but he refused vehemently to speak on the accusations made by the community. From Igbariam, Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
On the foreign scene, a debate has been sparked after Spain's government moved to prevent offices, shops, and other venues from setting air conditioning below 27 degrees centigrade in the summer. It is part of plan to cut the country's energy consumption and limit dependency on Russian gas. The decree will also stop heating from being raised above 19 degrees centigrade during the winter. The rules will be mandatory in all public and commercial buildings, including bars, cinemas, theater, airports, and train stations. In sport, winger Ademola Lookman is reportedly said to have a medical ahead of a €12.5 million move to Atlanta. The 24-year-old joined Leipzig in 2019 but has spent the two last season on loan at Premier League side Fulham and Leicester City. Lookman began his career at Charlton Athletics and was a key part of the England under-20 team that won the World Cup in 2017, scoring 3 goals en route to the final, including in the last 16 and semi-finals. He earned himself a big move to Everton but failed to make much of an impact before being loaned to Leipzig before joining the German permanently. The winger enjoyed a good season last term, contributing 8 goals and 5 assists in 42 appearances for the forces. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/ABS Television Orca. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main point again. Anambra Commissioner Onyenji has called for restoration of history into school curricula. Lawmaker Okoye has kicked off free dental treatment for his constituents. On national matters, 2023 election, INEC is applying electoral law without partiality. And on the foreign scene, we told you Spain has banned air conditioning from dropping below 27 degrees centigrade amid energy crisis. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has called for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo value. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Thanks for watching. My name is Chinyere Ikioreke. Good night.